The following message is transmitted at the request of the Spruce Pine Police Department. Multiple reports of suspicious packages under Christmas trees have come in from several counties in North Carolina. Reports have come in from the following counties in North Carolina: Alexander, Avery, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Cleveland, Davie, Gaston, Iredell, Lincoln, McDowell, Mitchell, Rutherford, Watauga, Wilkes and Yancey. The packages appear to be the size of possible bombs, weigh above 30 pounds, and has a plain old cardboard look to it. Police are currently investigating the nature of these packages. The latest updates will be provided through this station, so stay tuned for further information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Spruce Pine Police Department. More reports of suspicious packages have come into the police. These suspicious packages were found underneath Christmas trees in several homes across the state of North Carolina. In addition, all of the suspicious packages has Santa labels on them. If you see one of these packages, do not open the package. It is unknown at this time how harmful the contents of the packages are as of yet. Police are assuming that a perpetrator is planting these packages, but the situation will continue to be investigated. This station will provide the latest updates and information, so be sure to listen closely for further updates as they become available. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Department of Homeland Security. Several thousand reports of suspicious packages with Santa labels under Christmas trees have come in from several states along the east coast of the United States. Reports have come in from the following states: North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. In addition, there have been some reports that some of the suspicious packages were reported by civilians to have exploded. The explosions released an unknown gas into the air, and those who were exposed to the gas were immediately killed on the spot. The gas can't be fatal if inhaled. To protect yourself, put on an approved gas mask to prevent exposure to the gas. A shelter-in-place order has been issued for the entire East Coast. To shelter in place, stay indoors, if at all possible. Turn off all heating and air conditioning units. Make sure to have plenty of food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery or hand-cranked operated radio or television to get information during your stay in the shelter. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions as they become available. Stay tuned for further information on this dangerous and life-threatening situation.
You see, sir, as soon as I saw the body, I knew right away something was wrong.
You did, huh? Check behind that stove. Get under the sink there.
I knew something was wrong because of her outfit, what she was wearing, the tear in her dress. You see, I had asked myself the question, why does a woman go to an important testimonial dinner knowing that her sleeve is torn? Got a whole closet full of nice clothes. So the one thing that I knew, she was not on her way to the dinner when she was drowned. So now it follows, she must have been drowned earlier. Now I find out about the soap. That places it in the bathtub. You see, a couple of hours before her body was dropped into the pool, somebody drowned her, and somebody dressed her.
The medical examiner's report set the time of death at 7:30, Colombo.
Yes, sir. But that was based on your eyewitness testimony. Now, I spoke to him. He said it could just as easily have happened a couple of hours earlier.
All right, suppose she did die in the bathtub. So Jessup surprised her and killed her. He dressed...
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I say again, this is not a test. Reports of suspicious packages delivered by Santa have come in from several countries across the globe, and it is confirmed that most of the packages are containing nuclear bombs. These bombs can't be very deadly once detonated. These packages were first sighted underneath Christmas trees in millions of people's homes across the globe, originating out of North Carolina. Countless numbers of reports have come into the police since then. It is now confirmed that most of the packages are on the verge of detonating, and it is believed that the explosions will start in the United States. The explosions are expected to happen within the next 20 minutes. In addition, it has also been confirmed that Santa Claus is the perpetrator. Santa Claus has gone bad. Seek a fallout shelter immediately. If you know of any nearby location that has been designated as a fallout shelter, go there now. Otherwise, head underground and make sure there are no windows nearby. Do not use elevators. Use the stairwells as an alternative to avoid being trapped if the power goes out. Tune to stations providing news and information for your area. Make sure you have an adequate set of supplies for your fallout shelter, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery or hand-cranked operated radio or television. Do not leave your shelter until an all-clear is given by the proper authorities. The President will be speaking on all stations shortly. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WKBC. We will continue to serve the North Wilkesboro area. If you are not in this area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the North Wilkesboro area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. This is an emergency action termination. The danger of suspicious packages is over. Fallout is still a threat to civilians, so it is advised that you stay in your shelter until an all-clear is given by the proper authorities. Santa Claus has returned to the North Pole and is no longer a threat. The emergency action notification has been lifted. This is an emergency action termination. The danger of suspicious packages is over. Fallout is still a threat to civilians, so it is advised that you stay in your shelter until an all-clear is given by the proper authorities. Santa Claus has returned to the North Pole and is no longer a threat. The emergency action notification has been lifted. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. We now return to regular programming, and your government thanks you for your cooperation. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. We now return to regular programming, and your government thanks you for your cooperation.